morning to you. It's Tuesday, the 24th of May, and my name is Anthony Sebali, and this is Smart 24, where we drive your business. We are located at Plot 42 Nile Avenue, Kampala, Uganda's capital, and we are here this morning to give you more of what's happening on the platforms of the financial markets here in Uganda, as well as the capital markets in particular. We are looking into what could be driving, the financial markets in Uganda, how you can actually get involved in these markets. And today, in a special way on the program, we are going to be having later on in the day an institutional and corporate trader from SBG Securities Uganda Limited, Mr. Sydney Ampeire, who is going to be talking about how you can invest and save wisely in the capital markets. As well, if you remember, by the close of business yesterday, we talked about the CIPLA reports, the annual financial reports that CIPLA released. We are going to be looking into them a little bit more as well in the program later on. So don't go anywhere. We are still your number one provider of information concerning the capital market and money market, that is the financial markets of Uganda, in the region and on the international scene. And you're most welcome to the program. Now, before we go any further, we'd like to take a little bit look at the stock market as it has been faring this very morning. Now, Bank of Baroda Uganda is trading at 85 shillings this morning, which is not different from what it was trading yesterday. The high and low prices today have been 85 as well, with very little changes here and there. Then British American Tobacco Uganda is still trading at 15,000 Uganda shillings, which is the price it has been trading at for the past couple of days, which has not changed as well. Centum Investments yesterday was trading, these were the stocks of yesterday, and I'm comparing them to the stocks that are trading today, the stock prices. Yesterday it was trading at 333.13, but this morning the stock price went up to about 334.25. That is an increase of about 1.45 Ugandan shillings. Then CIPLA Quality Chemicals Limited, that is CQCIL, the company that just released its financial report, is trading at 80 Uganda shillings. Now remember, this was a drop from last week as well concerning CIPLA, because CIPLA was trading a couple of days ago at 88 Uganda shillings. So the financial report we are going to analyze today about CIPLA will tell us exactly what's happening to CIPLA. And if you remember, CIPLA hasn't, for the past couple of years since it was listed, it has not been registering any profit, and most of the shareholders have been questioning. But for the very first time in the financial year 2021-2022, CIPLA registered a profit, a gross profit of about 70 billion Uganda shillings, over 70 billion Uganda shillings, and we are going to look into that later on today. So if you are an investor who would want to invest in CIPLA, you should keep around and get to know exactly what is happening to the financials of CIPLA Quality Chemicals. DFCU Bank yesterday was trading at 555, and that has not changed to that much from today at the opening price of 555 Ugandan shillings. The high and low prices have been maintained at 555, and as well as the opening price at 555. Moving on to East African Breweries Limited. East African Breweries Limited yesterday was trading at 4,379.2, and this morning it's trading at 4,393.90. So that is a fair increase in share price at East African Breweries Limited. I think the companies are now picking up from how the trends have been over the past couple of days, where very many companies have witnessed a drop in price of their shares. Then the high and low prices have been maintained at 4,393. Remember, this was yesterday's, and we are comparing to today's market. And there's an increase in share price right there for East African Breweries Limited. Then the Equity Bank Limited yesterday was trading at 1,426.37, and this morning it is trading at 1,431.16, which is as well a good fair increase in share price. As I told you, most of these cross-listed companies from Kenya have been facing a challenge due to the elections and inflation and all these, and of course these directly affect the stock prices because these prices depend on demand and supply. So whenever there's a lot of demand and less supply, you expect the prices to increase, and whenever there is a lot of supply and less demand, the prices will definitely be low. Then we move on to Kenya Commercial Bank. Kenya Commercial Bank yesterday was trading at 1,094.8, and this morning it is trading at 1,098.48, just about an increase of 40 shillings right there for, actually not 40, an increase of 4 shillings in share price at KCB Bank. That is a cross-listed bank as well from Kenya. Moving on to Kenya Airways. Yesterday, Kenya Airways was trading at 119.80, and this morning, fortunately, there's been still an increase in share price to about 100 by the time the show started. So Kenya Airways as well has seen an increase in share price, which is a promising thing for a company that is cross-listed. And Kenya Airways has been, an upward trend since the beginning of the year. So it's not a bad thing for Kenya Airways right there for it to increase its share price to about 120.20 this morning. The high and low prices have been 120.2, and that has been maintained this morning. MTN Uganda, our IPO that has just been listed, I have to say MTN has been on a steady rise in share prices, and this morning is trading at 190 Uganda shillings. So literally there's been an increase of over 5 shillings in just about a week for MTN Uganda. Yesterday it was trading at 187.02, and this morning it's trading at 190 Uganda shillings. So that is over 3 shillings increase almost on a daily basis. MTN has seen a fair increase in share price, and whenever the market, whenever the stock prices are seeing that increase in price, it means there's a lot of activity probably going on the stock market of that particular company. And so it's something to watch there. If I told you a shareholder for MTN, you have a higher share price this morning, and you can always gain that capital. Moving on, we had companies like New Vision. New Vision Printing and Publishing Company is trading at 155 Uganda shillings, and of course Stanbic Bank Uganda Holdings is trading at 23, which is also a slight drop in share price compared to yesterday. And as well, Uganda Clays Limited is trading at 20 Uganda shillings, which has been a steady, figure for quite a number of days now. And Wumeme Uganda Limited, Wumeme was trading at about 245.45 sometime back, but now it's trading at 245.00 Uganda shillings. Those were your stock updates and the stock prices, how they have been faring over the past couple of hours. And remember, this information is courtesy of Uganda Security Exchange, which is the body that is in charge of listing companies in Uganda and in charge of the stock market here in Uganda. We're going to go into a short break, but when we return with the top stories that are making headlines on the stock market and the money market, and as well as what you need to know about the annual general meetings of the listed companies that are yet to come. Don't go anywhere, stick around.